Hey, hello, hi, it's your YouTube local trans boy Zach here, and I've reached 6 months, so as you can tell from the title, 6 months on testosterone gel, testo gel, and I wasn't feeling making this video yesterday, but I figured that my future self would really appreciate documenting 6 months, and also any other trans guys, trans masc people transitioning through the use of gel might also find this video useful. So welcome. I've reached 6 months and it feels quite surreal to have reached this, quite a momentous occasion. At times things feel like they're moving really, really slowly, and how transition is just the long great wait, and at times things feel like they're speeding up and changes are happening, and other times, dysphoria and not feeling where you should be, but we'll all get to where we want to be, so that's good. Changes, I think that I haven't noticed any major changes in the last few, I want to say the last few weeks. Everything has been more subtle, I think. I think my voice is kind of dropping subtly now, as opposed to fluctuating through conversation and it cracking a lot. I think it's just dropping in a more subtle way and less of the squeaking and going high pitched. I think it's just taking its sweet time to drop whenever it wants to drop. So aside from that, I should probably do that thing where you start at the top and work your way down and talk about changes that way. Okay, so my hair has stopped falling out. It stopped a couple of weeks ago falling out. I don't know why I didn't mention it, but I forgot to mention it. But so this is what my hairline currently looks like, and it has gone back, but it stopped falling out, so I'm happy about that. My family, I don't really have anybody to look up to see whether I'll go bald or not, but I'm hoping I won't. Facial hair is coming in more at the sides now, coming in quicker at the sides, I should say. I'm not going to bother showing you because it's just more of a notable shadow on camera now, and when I take pictures and stuff. I've mentioned my shoulders several times, they've definitely broadened. Okay, I haven't spoken about this before, so if you do know me in real life, I kind of don't want you to listen to this bit, so okay, so now I want you to stop. If you know me, I want you to stop listening or watching. Right, if you're a trans guy, this is going to be most useful to you. Now at the 6th month mark, I have noticed that my chest has, I think it's gotten smaller. I don't know for sure. I've never really measured. From those occasions where I catch a glimpse, whether it's looking down or a reflection, I think that my chest area has shrunken, gone smaller in size, essentially. That's what I'm trying to say. And that might have a lot to do with fat redistribution. My stomach has gotten bigger, but yesterday and sort of this week has been the first time that I haven't felt so fat. Yeah, I'm chubbier than your average trans guy, but I don't feel so fat at the moment, and I'm not sure if that's just me feeling better in myself, more confident, or whether a combination of testosterone, working out, and being slightly more okay with myself has led me to feel that way. I don't know. And so my backside, my bottom, my butt, my gluteus maximus also seems to have slightly gone down reduced in size. That's always been one of the areas that I've been the least confident, and one of the regions that I really dislike about myself. Very, very unconfident about that area, and I have been doing exercises which target that area, and so I think again a combination of working out and testosterone has meant a decrease in the size of my gluteus maximus. Again, something which I strongly don't want people to watch this if you know me. You know what, it's going to be more awkward for you rather than me, but this is to help people going through the similar thing. So if you do watch this, you know what, do what you do, but please, I'm asking nicely, don't watch this if you know me. My downstairs region has, over the course of from being 2 weeks on testosterone to now, downstairs has increased, and I'm really okay with that change. And if you're a trans guy and want to talk more about that, then I suggest you messaging me would be your best bet. I don't really want to talk about this too much in videos because I do know people who know me in real life watch this, and I don't ask about their junk, so I feel that me talking about mine is just unfair, and I'm not cool with that. So if you want to know more specifically how that changes, then message me. Next up, thighs. I mentioned in my last video that they had changed. They have definitely, the outsides of my thighs have straightened out, and sort of that's from testosterone. I believe the straightening out is from testosterone, and the more definedness, sort of like that, on my thighs, I think that is from working out. So that's happened. I always, not always, but a lot of the time I see trans guys, trans masculine people on hormones, show their legs, comparing their leg hair. I have always had hairy legs, you know, since the age of 10. I've had hairy legs. My hands and feet, okay, so my feet have definitely increased in both length and width. I noticed, like, towards the start of being on testo gel that my shoe size had already gone up. I mentioned that in my 2-month video, I think. I'm not sure whether my hands have changed at all. I'll maybe just, sometimes I do that and I'll use that as a reference point. But it's something which occasionally makes me dysphoric when I'm applying the testosterone gel, because I apply it to this area, my upper arms, shoulders, top of the chest area, and I kind of get dysphoric because I feel that my hands, in comparison to my now broadened shoulders, they seem really small, and that just makes me feel kind of uncomfortable and unconfident and dysphoric. I don't know if that's a common thing, but that's happened for me. And so I think that's all of the most recent physical changes and changes that I've experienced up until now. So just to recap, hairline, facial hair, shoulders broadening, chest smallering, downstairs, thighs, stomach, feet, oh, and finger width. Whilst the size of my hands probably hasn't changed, the bones in my fingers have definitely gotten thicker. And I say bones because I don't have particularly chubby fingers, when I just sort of touch my fingers, and it's the bones which have widthened, widened, and I think that might be the cartilage. So I used to wear rings sometimes, and none of my rings fit anymore. And also my wrists have, the bones around this have also widened, they have widened, and I wear my watch on a looser setting now as well. So they are the physical changes. If I think of anything else, I'll probably put it in the comments and make a post on Tumblr about it. Mental changes, I think that I have definitely become a lot more confident. You can see that in my videos. People have told me that. I think I hold myself more upright now, walk a little bit taller. I am more confident in general, and I feel that I can speak up a little bit more. So that's sort of a mental shift, I think. And I think when I'm happy, it's more noticeable. I want to say that. I think it's a lot more noticeable when I'm happy and when I'm smiling. I just think it's more authentic, it's more coming from my heart, and not a shy, nervous smile. That's the only way I can describe it. So yeah, I'm sorry this video is getting so long, but I just wanted to make sure I get everything in it, and I didn't plan this video out. It was very spur of the moment, me sort of telling myself off and telling myself if I didn't make this video now I'd regret it, so I made myself do it now, and so a lack of planning is making it a bit jumbled and jittery. Aside from that, I found that if I forget to apply the gel for a day or so, then I find I get a bit irritable, and once I apply the gel the next day, I feel that my mood is more stable. But I've not really experienced anger coming directly from testosterone, only when I get irritable from not applying the testosterone. So that's interesting, I think, and it goes against the common myth that testosterone makes you angry. I definitely feel more level, more calm-headed, that I can take a lot of what's coming at me. So yeah, that's it for mental changes for now. I forgot to mention sex drive, libido. Yeah, that's strong, I'll tell you that. So waiting for that to decrease and I can chill out again soon, I hope. Acne is calmed down a bit, but I have acne here, tops of the shoulders, but not on my binder, not where the binder covers, strangely. It's more where, so words aren't working well for me right now. I have more acne where I apply the gel directly compared to where my binder sits, so that's kind of interesting. Okay, I'm going to leave it here. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope that you're enjoying my videos and that you can get as much out of them as possible, whether you're trans or curious, questioning, or just following my transition out of the kindness of your heart. Thanks very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.